Hey everybody, welcome to another day, another tutorial. This is Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today I'm just going to do a simple little project. And I had mentioned that I had these appliques that I wanted to show you how you can really dress these up and make them your own, make them just pop if you want to use them on a project. Now these, I am not going to be using them in a specific project today, but I'm going to show you how to embellish these to really make them pop and make them beautiful. Whoops, that one stuck to my hand. And as you can see, I've just kind of got these a little bit set up the way that I want to do them. So what I have is I have this little butterfly applique. This was given to me by my friend Debbie, and she's the gal that owns KiKi Sale, which is a Facebook craft products selling page, if I got that right. Anyway, she had sent me this butterfly and along with a couple of other ones. I don't know if she's going to have these on her Facebook page or not for sale, but I'm going to be working with one of those. The next thing I have is this cute little basket applique, and it's got little flowers and so forth on it. So we're going to be embellishing this and making it pop. So I've got that I will be doing. I want to make sure that I keep it right side up so I don't decorate the wrong side. I've got the butterfly the right side up. And then the last thing is going to be this peacock. And I hate taking it apart because I've got this all set up, but these are all the pieces, bits and pieces that I'm going to be using in this, although they are not glued down yet. So these pearls just have a little bit of sticky left on them. So I have to sort of pull them off. And so what you're going to need to do this project is your own appliques, of course. And this one that I'm going to be showing you now, this peacock, is something that's available in KiKi Sale Facebook page. And they're so pretty. And I am... anybody who knows me knows that I love peacocks, and I love working with anything that has a peacock in it. And so that is what this piece looks like. Super pretty. And by the time I'm done embellishing this, you are going to be running over to Kiki's sale page and buying some of these. She's got them priced really reasonably, and I think you will really, really enjoy working with them. So the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need some pliers. These I'm not using, these are sort of needle nose pliers, not super sharp pointed ones, but these are what I need. They have a flat edge at the point so that I can pick things up a little bit easier. I prefer using these. These are some of the flowers that I'm going to be using in the basket. These are just some little, they're almost velvety little flowers, tiny flowers that I had just in my stash that I'm going to be using. I'm using these stick-on pearls, and these actually, when I pull them off of these, the sticky comes off of them, so I do glue these down. So I'm going to be using some of these, and these you can usually pick up at Michael's or Joann's, or a lot of times you can even get these at the Dollar Tree or, you know, any of the dollar stores. And then I'm also going to be using, I'm going to pick these up and show you. I'm going to be using these little iridescent square bling, and it's actually, I'll show you what I get these off of. This is what I'm going to be using as part of the embellishment on the peacock. And the place that I get those is from these lanyards purchased at Michael's. And these lanyards, it's just a basic lanyard, have these pretty iridescent rhinestones. They're just plastic, actually acrylic pieces with this beautiful, almost mermaid looking shine on them. That's what I'm going to be using on the peacock's tail. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Now the peacock's probably going to take the longest, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the easiest first, and then we'll work our way up. So the first thing that I'm going to do is this butterfly. And the way that I'm going to do the butterfly, and this is only going to take a minute to put this butterfly together. So just so that you know, these are not all things that are going to take long periods of time to design or develop. I'm going to put this little tiny piece of, I have these little pieces of lace that I've cut off of other lace trims, and I'm using them on the edges of this butterfly. There's the first piece that's gone on. Let me put the other one. I'm going to put 2 of those on this butterfly so that they sort of hang off and give a really lacy effect to the butterfly wings. And we're going to stick this one on this edge. Okay. So that's the first part of the butterfly. Really pretty. Really lacy looking. And then I'm going to take, these are embroidered pieces that I have cut out of, this was an old shower curtain that I had from years and years ago, and it had all of these embroidered flowers all over it, and I saved it just for a rainy day, and when I ran across it, I decided I was going to start using these little embroidered flowers, so I just cut them out as I use them from that shower curtain. So we're going to use those on top of the other little lacy pieces, sort of going towards the center there. One for the top of the left wing and one for the bottom right wing. And we're gonna have that one going that way. So that's what we have so far. Already looks absolutely stunning and gorgeous. And then I'm going to take this little rhinestone pearl piece, it's off of a necklace that I cut it off and cut off the little loops that were on it. And I'm going to place that in the center. I just need to decide which direction I want it to go in. Let's see. And we're going to do that way. And with this, we're going to use some E6000. You guys know me and my E6000. I like to make sure things are going to really stick. And so we're going to put some E6000 on the back side of this piece. And we're also going to put a dab of hot glue there so that it will stick down and hold while it's drying. And we're just going to place that right in the center of that butterfly. Hold it down for a minute. And there we go. Now we'll just let that sit and dry, and that piece is done. So that's an embellished lace butterfly. Okay, so I think I will leave her right there so you guys can still kind of look at her. And next we're going to do this little basket. And this one's going to be fairly quick and easy. I'm using some more of my little embroidered flowers here that I cut off of that shower curtain. These are just little single rose flowers. And then some of these little flowers that I cut off of this little tiny bouquet of flowers. And these are like like I said, like a velvety flower. So let's get these embroidered ones on here first. A dab of hot glue. Pop it on there. And the next one, we're going to put a dab of hot glue. And we're going to pop that one there. And like I said, these go really, really fast, these smaller ones. The Peacock is going to take quite a bit longer, and that's because I'm gluing on a whole bunch of little tiny pieces. And then we're going to put that rose there. So there were 4 flowers in the basket, and so I've put those 4 in the basket so far. And it still doesn't look like much. So we're going to add these other flowers just to add another little pop of color and depth to the piece. These will add a little bit more depth because they stand up off of the lace. So we're going to put one there. And we'll put one there. And just keep putting glue on these, trying not to cover up your embroidered roses too much. I know I am covering them somewhat. It's almost impossible not to, but it still looks really, really pretty, and it looks like a nice basket full of flowers. So, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. So, there's our little basket full of flowers. And then if you wanted to, you could also take some of those pearls and kind of go along the handle of this basket. That would probably be really, really pretty. But for right now, I am going to leave this basket as is. That's the way I want this one to look, and I'll be able to use that in another piece. And, you know, I may possibly add some more pearls to that later on. But for now, I want to get to this important piece, which is this peacock. And again, I got this from my friend Debbie, and she's the owner of KiKi Sale on Facebook. I will add her, her link down below in the description menu. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to take all these little pieces and we're going to be gluing down these pearls and these little accent pieces. So the first thing I want to do is I want to start taking the pearls, and we're going to add a dab of E6000 to the first set of this peacock. If you can see it, you see how it's got these sections here that look like they're a little bit bigger holes. You'll be able to see it better when I get the pearls in there. That's where we're going to set the pearls into those spots. And the pearls I can grab pretty well with my fingers. Try and do this quickly. I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can so that we don't have an extra long video going on here. So we're gonna get this moving. The little bluish greenish square pieces are the ones that are very time consuming to put on here, because you have to try and get them straight. And had I thought about it, I probably should have gone for sequins instead of these, because sequins would be a lot easier to line up. Oops, I started to use my hot glue instead of my E6000. So now I'm going to take the E6000 and I'm going to go along my next set of those little circles. And I'm going to put more pearls. And we're going to line those up so that they look nice and not out of place. in the world? Okay, so now we've got 2 lines of the pearls so far, and you can see how I'm lining those up. And now we're going to do our last row of pearls on the tail here. Okay, we're going to lay those there. Missed the first one there. And that one. And hope you're all having a really good day today. I know I am. Been trying to get a lot done today, trying to figure out this whole Mother's Day thing and get the sales going in the shop. I have made some sales for Mother's Day, but I also added a sale to my shop today. So everything is 15% off through next Thursday, which I think is the 9th of May. So pop on over there if you're still looking for a Mother's Day gift, and see if maybe there's something you might like to get for your mom or your daughter or, you know, your sister, whoever it might be, grandma. I know we all have so many people that we buy for these days. It's not just for mom anymore. It's just anybody who's a mom we seem to buy a gift for these days. So if you're looking for something, I've got lots of really, really pretty items in my shop, particularly my, at least I think, my compact mirrors and pouches. I have sold a couple of those for Mother's Day already. And then I've sold a couple of other things as well. But my favorite is the compacts. They just are so gorgeous and you can't go wrong with them. I can't imagine anybody who wouldn't love getting one of those as a gift. I know I would if I didn't make them myself. I'd be thrilled to death if my kids brought me one of those. So, so those are on sale right now. And there's, I think there's 4 or 5 of them, something like that, that come with my handmade pouches right now. The others do not. They just come with a little burlap bag. That is what I used to put with my compact mirrors, but I'm trying to make more of them that come with the pouches. They're a little more expensive, but man, those pouches really make a difference. They really make the whole set just so much nicer, I think. So I've been going crazy making pouches and then just kind of changing up my listings for my compacts in the Etsy shop. So that's kind of what I've been working on lately. Just trying to get all that stuff up to date and fixed. And that one pearl looked really hazy. I don't know why. I think that might be one that I took off of something else and it had gotten some glue over the top of it or something, but there we go. Okay, so now those are the pearls and I've put them pretty much, I'm going to lay this sideways. I've put the pearls throughout the tail and part of the body up here. So we've got the pearls done. Now we're going to add these beautiful blue pieces, and now I just have to remember how I had those, because I have a lot of them that are going in there, and honestly, oh boy, I'm trying to decide how they will look their very best, and I think I'm just going to go pretty much how I had them already. I'm going to start out with sort of the centers of these pearls here, and then I'll figure out my next line, my next line of defense here. Okay, so we're going to go the first one. And you can see, since these are square, I want to try and line these up so that they look professionally done. I don't want to make them look all squiggly and out of place, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen here. I'm going to try my best to be careful. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to point them so that they're almost like a diamond instead of a square, so that the points go up and down instead of side to side, if you know what I mean. And after I get this section done, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about and how I'm trying to line these beauties up. And it actually helps having that glue sitting there, because I can, once I get it set down, it's pretty much going to stay in that spot and it's not going to move around. I just have to try and beat this E6000 so that it doesn't dry before I get this section done. And it's actually going much faster than I thought it was going to go, so that's a good thing. And we have two more going in these lines. Okay, so that is those two lines. Super duper pretty. Wait till you guys see this thing done. You're not going to believe it. It's going to be so pretty. You just won't believe it. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to put some along these feathers down here at the bottom, some of the blue ones. And we're going to gently place those the same way. And that one can hold two. And since these are closer together, it's easier to mess up and get these kind of looking kind of wonky and out of whack. So I'm going to try and get this a little bit straighter so that I'm looking at it more head on and I don't mess up my pattern here. Like I said, since they're closer together, you can see the mistakes easier when you're putting these things at a location where they're sort of back to back. Can definitely see if they get wonky on you. And one more in that one. So these kind of look like feathers here. And this just kind of helps with that look of those pretty blue feathers that peacocks have. And one right there. Okay, and then I'm going to take this middle section. Let me show you those real quick that I just did. Those are the ones I just did at the bottom there. And now I'm going to take in this middle section here, I'm going to add some of the blue bling too. So we're just going to go right here. And I'm going to add one right there. Okay. So hopefully you guys are getting this, and it's looking pretty easy to you. But I have to tell you, in case you guys couldn't tell, I love my crafting. I love what I do. I feel really, really, really extraordinarily lucky to be doing this and make it my job and my hobby, because it is a little bit of both. Can't say that my Etsy store is enough to pay my bills. I wish it was, because one of these days I will probably have to go back to a regular paying job. But right now, while I'm taking care of my mom, this is just kind of providing a little bit of supplemental income for me and my husband, just to kind of keep us going. Because my husband's also on disability right now, so that's actually, I take that back, he's going to be trying to start a new job tomorrow. And so we're hoping that that's going to go well and that he's actually going to be able to do it. We're not real sure, because he has a spinal cord injury, and so that's something that we don't want to take a lot of chances with if he's unable to do it. So we're saying our prayers, and we're hoping that, you know, he's going to come out good, and he's going to be able to do this and get himself back into the workforce and doing what he loves to do. I think if it was up to him, he'd probably get out in his garage and he'd do woodworking for a living. But right now, between the two of us, we can't both try and do that at the same time. You know, that's more of a retirement, sort of a retirement dream. But my husband is an electrician, and he loves what he does. He loves being an electrician. So he is thrilled to be trying to get back. He's tried once before since he had his surgery, and it was just a little bit too soon. And we're not sure, it still may be too soon. But we're gonna wait and see how it goes. And I'm sure I'll be letting you guys know. But for now, I definitely feel blessed I'm able to do this. And I just, when mom's sleeping and I'm not having to do stuff for her, I'm able to sit down and do my crafting and do my videos and that sort of thing. Being that she's 94 and she's got sort of end stages of Alzheimer's, she sleeps a lot. So it gives me a lot of free time, and I have to be doing something. So this is what I get to do with my free time, and it still keeps me here in the house. Okay, so let me put that one there. Okay. And I'm going to go down to this other side here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. I have 4 there, so let me grab 4 more. Thankfully, I took a bunch of these off of the lanyard, and I have them in a little container here. So I have a whole bunch of them all ready to go. 1 more. Okay, so let me put my E6000 into each of these other little scallops here. And we'll get this last little bit of these blue, these little blue blingy pieces. Okay. And 1 there. And 1 there. hopefully I'm not boring you guys with this project, but I thought it was something special. I just love this peacock, and I know I'm going to have to buy some more of these from KiKi's because I'm doing a lot more stuff with lace these days. I really love working with lace. I love the way it looks on everything, and I've been making more little boxes and little jewelry type containers and things like that. And so when I do that sort of thing, I tend to go, a lot of times I tend to go for the shabby chic look, because I do love shabby chic. Even though I know I don't think a lot of people are really doing a whole lot of shabby chic these days, I love it and I think it's beautiful, and so I still do it because it's kind of my thing. It's what I enjoy. Okay, so we've got all of our little stones and pearls and everything placed on this little piece of lace. So the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to place these pretties, these little lace pieces at the tail to kind of frou-frou it up a little bit. So, and then once we do that, we will be all done with our video. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is put this one on, and it's going to go there. And then we're going to do the other side here. And this one I want to have sort of pointing down a little bit right there. And yeah, it does cover up some of those beads. Not to worry, it's going to be pretty enough that it doesn't matter. And then we're going to put that in the center. And voila, this is, let's go this way so you guys can see the whole thing. Can you believe how pretty this is, you guys? OMG, I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish you could get all of the sparkle that's in those little pieces though, because there you go. You can see the sparkle there. They really sparkle and they really look beautiful on this peacock. And you guys need to get over to KiKi's sale and get some of these while they're still there, because I know that she's been, since my video that came out the other day, she has been getting quite a few sales. And so I feel very proud and very happy that I'm able to help her get her little business started. And whatever I can do to help is my pleasure. And so this is what we have, you guys. Let me put this in the middle here. And those are the 3 items that we've made today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed doing it. Make sure that you, if you're not already a subscriber, that you hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. And make sure that, in case you didn't already catch it, that you hop on over to my last video where I introduced KiKi's shop, and I also mention on the title of that video that I hit my 800 subscriber mark. Super excited about that, and thanks you guys. I couldn't have done it without you. And I am doing a giveaway. So on that video, it shows you what the giveaway item is. And on that video is where you need to place your comments if you want to be eligible to win the giveaway item. So make sure, and if you have watched that video and haven't made comments yet, make sure you hop back over there, make those comments so that you can be included in the random comment drawing that will be happening in a little less than a week to give away that box that was done in that video. So get over there and do that, you guys. And also thanks to all my new subscribers. I greatly appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoy my channel. And I hope you stick around with us while I come up with new projects and things for you to learn. I guess that's it, you guys. I will put a link again to KiKi's sale for these items that she's selling in her store. Just so that you all know, on Saturday she's starting a sale. So make sure you get over there on Saturday and see what she's going to have going on in that sale. I know I intend on getting over there and making sure I get a couple of things myself. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great, I know it's only Thursday, but have a great weekend, and we'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.